Dang, that's so fast.
It sounds like I need a laser sword when I come on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Silverline's Wednesday Wham. No, I am not Barb, and we are not on Facebook again. Hang on. Give me just a second to remove this. Delete on Facebook, remove it.
Punch some buttons.
Yeah, right. You know what? I don't know why we keep having problems with Facebook.
What? Problems with Facebook? That's unheard
of. Let's see.
I was going to say, welcome to the show with all the people you just saw that are not here except for Rock.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
There's reasons for that.
Yes,
there are. We'll get into. I'm sure we'll get into that.
And this is the first time I've heard the beatbox start before the picture starts scrolling.
Hey, look, StreamYard left us it says live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example.
Thanks, robot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pop says, hey, yo, before we even got to do any introductions, what's up, Pop? Thanks. All right, so, yeah, this is Wednesday Wham. Don't change the channel. You're not on the wrong place. Barb couldn't be here. I don't know. Did she make an announcement publicly yet?
Yes, she posted.
Okay, so
So
I think she did on Facebook. You're right.
Okay.
I think she did.
So Barb, our hearts go out to Barb. She has lost her mom, and so she needs a little bit of time away, of course. And so I'm stepping in for her this week and next week to host in her place. So we're gonna have some fun. So I'm joined. Oh, let me move him here since he's the only regular. He gets center screen. I'm joined by venerable artist Rob
now Paul Lynn from the block. For you youngsters that don't get that, Hollywood Squares.
That's right. Yeah, Tom and I talk about that sometimes. No one gets that.
No, no one does. Yeah.
Technically,
actually, it was Whoopi Goldberg did it for a while, if I remember right.
Yes,
with a revamp of it, but it didn't last.
And Drew Barrymore was the current one in the reboot from last year.
Really?
I didn't know that had happened. I'm sorry I missed it. Sounds like
wow.
That was a great show.
But the thing is, old Hollywood Squares was funny.
Yes,
because you it felt like they were making it up. I know it's all scripted, but if they delivered like they were making it up. The new incarnations, you can just tell, hey, I'm going to set you up for a joke, and then the celebrity goes, okay, I'm ready for the joke now, and then the joke comes, and so it just feels like a play instead of offhand.
I haven't seen any of the new ones, but I used to love the old ones.
The new ones will disappoint you.
So I won't watch them.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
But anyway,
all right, we're also joined by the Slinger of Inks himself, who you saw last night, Mr. Jose Fuentes. Say hi, Jose.
Hi, Jose. Hi, everybody.
Another Tuesday regular. We're joined by Color Me What, Mr. David Rios.
Hi, Jose.
And my partner in crime on Sundays, Mr. Guest Annoyance himself, Tom Mason.
Hey, everybody. It's good to be here. Would circumstances be better? Yes.
But it's December, and things always get a little wonky in December. Pop says, well, one of them is a whammer. That's true. That's why we put him in the middle, Pops.
Right.
So he would be easily recognizable.
Like you could miss me anyway, this ugly mug.
Well, you have the artist equivalent of the Michael Jackson glove.
That's right.
that's the trying to keep arthritis and carpal tunnel from happening glove.
Oh, is that like a? So that's not a glove. That's a.
Yeah, it's one of
Compression.
these.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I was saying. Oh,
Okay.
wow.
It's a compression glove. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I keep those on. They also keep me from they get dirty on the back
Yeah.
here because
Yeah.
you know if the oils in your hand mix up with the pencil lead on your paper.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I still work on paper. I don't do digital. So that kind of smears it. So this is in addition, it does that as well. But no, it's to keep back the I'm 71 years old, folks. That's why I'm the
Wow.
venerable artist. So, and your body starts. Oh, thank you.
If you couldn't tell, I found a new button that we're going to play with a little bit tonight.
He's going to play with it all night tonight. But yeah, it's to keep that stuff at bay. When you wear these, it increases the circulation in your hand, so it kind of keeps that all away.
I have a rubber ball. That
Yeah,
does,
you have a what do they call those?
Yeah, but you don't wear the rubber ball.
Yeah, stress ball. They
How
call
do
it
you-
a stress ball. Yeah.
not on my hand.
Yeah, on your nose.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Anybody have any news? Anybody do anything exciting this last week? Any news to report?
Uh-oh.
David's thinking, he deep. What did I do this week?
Yeah, I woke
Yeah,
up,
I ask
got out of
myself
bed,
that
dragged
every
a
week.
comb across my head.
Yeah. Well, I don't guess I have any news either. Let's see. No, I probably should. The last Crowdfunder Sirens 3 and
Scary
Scary
book.
2. Yeah, there you go. That's a piece of which I think that piece went, Rob.
It did.
Yeah, okay.
Send me an address and I'll send it to them.
I will.
So it's ASAP as well, or whenever.
I got
No rush.
Will do. I got to get that order placed. I should be able to place that order if I can do it tonight or tomorrow. So everything is moving along.
I'm glad you brought it up because I was going to ask. That thing's sitting over here staring at me. So
yeah. Let's see. I don't know what this sound is. What does this sound?
And now we all have to go to the
That's
restroom.
bathtub.
I'll be right back. Don't put my hand in it.
No.
Okay, so tonight's topic: super team ups. What are our favorite superhero team ups? And then after we talk about that a little bit, we're gonna move on to some Silverline team ups we would like to see. I'll go first. One of my favorites was, of course, I was a Marvel team up fan as a reader, and I loved it when Spider-Man and the Human Torch teamed up. They were just, two younger guys. They had fun. They were serious, of course, when they had to be, but they had fun. It was almost always a fun read. Lots of humor in it, and I loved and their powers, completely different. I always love to see those two team up.
Well, it was a good balance of powers because one could fly,
right,
and heat stuff up, and Spider-Man was Spider-Man, and it always brought out what I thought was a more playful side of Spider-Man's character,
right,
because he had someone he could play off of, and and depending on which version of Johnny Storm you were witnessing,
yeah.
Sometimes he was like the overly aggressive, quote unquote, ladies' man. Like, hey, you hot swinging chicks, it's me, Johnny Storm,
the hot guy,
right?
The hot rod guy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And other times he was more, less creepy.
Yeah,
and there was, and I for me, it's a huge disappointment that nobody picked up on that and did it more often, because I think it was a good idea to pit two basically teenage characters together.
Yeah.
Let them fight crime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, early on in the Marvel universe, the print universe, they were antagonists. They didn't like each other at all. They were
Right.
constantly fighting and insulting each other. So I don't think I ever read any of the team ups of the two of them together. So that whole idea of those two guys who hated each other getting together and teaming up that kind of blows my mind. But it's
Well,
just because I never read any of those particular books.
yeah.
I can see it. It makes sense. But yeah,
It often felt to me like it's just two guys getting together. You put two teenagers together, and there's going to be trouble, right? There's just going to be.
oh yeah.
And while I don't think Pete was in college yet at the time, it was often read like those two frat boys got together, and
Yeah.
they were out doing good, but it was two frat boys out doing good,
And also there was the Johnny Storm was the hipster cat who was free swinging 70s, and Peter Parker was like, oh no, women hate me, I can't I can't talk to Mary Jane, I got to choose Gwen Stacy, whatever I do, which is the opposite of Johnny Storm. He doesn't have that product,
right?
So even their human personalities are different, and the same with their superhero identities.
Yeah.
Have you seen the recent iteration of Johnny Storm with the big old mustache that he's sporting in the current Fantastic Four?
Are you
That
saying
obnoxious.
He's got a porn stash?
Oh, it's bad. It's
No
very
way.
much so.
This has to be the comic book, right?
Yeah.
Ouch. Ouch.
No. Is he?
Yeah.
Is it like the Spock goatee from Evil Spock, or is it?
No, it goes all the way down and all the way down to the bottom here.
Oh
So
my
it's
gosh!
So it's
And
a
it's-
Fu Manchu. That's
And
called
it's
a Fu
bright
Manchu.
yellow, to match his hair. It's just really obnoxious.
No.
That's a porno.
So when he-
stash. Yeah,
When
definitely.
he flames on, can you see it like the Joker's mustache, or is
Right,
it just?
it's all flamed out.
Like Cesar
Oh,
Romero's
man.
mustache.
Only time to go there.
Or does it look like Superman's mustache from Justice League?
Right.
Right. where they just didn't have enough computer whiteout.
Right.
I don't know. I just went, oh, Johnny, what did you do?
Here's
I
the
mean,
thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just to get way off topic, like with all the digital technology that we have today and all the fake videos that are running around on the internet, how come they couldn't fix that better?
That was the first thing I thought of when I saw it. I'm like, how could they
Money?
not fix that?
Right.
Money.
And
Not
I
wanting to
watched
spend the
I
money.
watched a video where a bear got in a rowboat and popped open a beer and said, "Hey guys, how's it going?" And I thought, well, that's
That looked
it's
real.
better than Superman's mustache.
I saw that too, but it was back in the 70s.
And you're still questioning whether you really saw it or not.
Mhm. Yeah.
Pop says, I wear compression gloves too. Preventive maintenance.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what it is.
I think I might need a compression girdle then.
If I remember correctly from the early days of Marvel Team Up, the original idea was it wasn't going to be an all Spider-Man book. It wasn't going to be Spider-Man plus somebody.
Right.
They actually had a couple of issues with it was the Human Torch and somebody from the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
And I thought they were going to alternate them. And then suddenly somebody said, well, Spider-Man sells copies. And
Right.
So it's now the fourth Spider-Man book.
Yeah. I'm gonna see. I'm seeing if I can find the. You ever look up the David Ace Gutierrez? What's up, David? Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. He says Ham's a bear.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
2 M's, by the way, in Hams.
That's right. Yes.
Why do I even know that? Ham's
You guys
beer, does Ham's beer even exist anymore?
No.
I think it's long gone.
I assume.
Yeah.
Here's what I assume without any hard evidence. I assume that every beer that advertised on TV during our childhood of a certain generation was bought by Anheuser-Busch and is now Budweiser.
Mm.
So
Yeah, well, they all did kind of taste the same. So
yes.
I don't know if you guys have ever go to the cover browser, but I love this site. You can put in, like I put in Marvel Team Up here in cover browser, and literally you can just browse all the covers. I absolutely love this site. I don't know who did it, but
GCD has a cover gallery too, where you can get like 50 covers on a page,
Mm-hmm.
and those are pretty spectacular too.
yeah.
Yes, this is basically every character in the Marvel Universe eventually shows up.
So here we go. Human Torch and the Hulk.
That's an interesting rendering of the Human Torch. I like that.
Yeah.
It sort of recalls the way Carl Burgos used to draw him back in the Golden Age.
I think that looks like Gil Kane. Is it? Let me see.
I need to see a girl or an upturned nose.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know who that is.
It does look like Mr. Gill, though.
Let's see if I can.
There's a signature
that?
underneath the Hulk there, I think.
Oh, it just gets fuzzy. Oh, is that a Gil Kane there?
I believe that's a GK down there.
That's definitely a Gil Kane Hulk, so I'm going to go with Gil.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
It's not his inks, though.
Yeah.
No. Somebody smoothed him out.
Yeah.
Well, for a long time when he inked his own stuff, he used like felt tip, and I'm talking about a flare felt tip pen.
Yeah.
There's Human Torch and Iceman.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why a lot of his originals were
Human
fading.
Torch and Thor.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's a weird combo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm trying to remember when I started buying them off the rack.
All right, so that cover is Gil Kane with Frank Giacoia.
Giacoia. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like him as an inker. I thought he was really great on Kirby.
He seems to be forgotten as a Kirby inker, but he's really good. He's like one of my favorites after Senate.
Absolutely. He and Chick Stone were my two favorites, really. I like them better than Senate, except on Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Joe Senate was perfect for the Fantastic Four.
This is probably the first one I picked up off of the rack because it was Spider-Man and the Scarlet Witch, who, of course, was in the Avengers, and I absolutely loved the Avengers at that time.
That's also a Gil Kane cover.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at that pose on Scarlet Witch. That's Gil Kane.
Yeah.
Also, the way he bends Spider-Man's body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that seems like a reuse of another drawing he did of him. To me, that looks familiar.
Oh, Mr. Gill would never do that.
That one.
Right.
That one was inked by John Romita Sr.
Yeah, that's a good cover.
So, I remember, we talked a couple of weeks ago about taking our comics to school, and I remember this is one of the ones I folded in half and half again and stuck in my back pocket.
Don't talk to me, you folder.
I know.
That's what Trapper Keepers were for, right?
Yeah, but I know.
Roland's gonna say he came from a poor family. He couldn't afford a Trapper Keeper.
You could steal them for cheaper.
Oh, I still have the Trapper Keeper. It's up there, Tom. It's not within my hands reach. I still have my Trapper Keeper from 6th grade, though.
All right. Could have put comics in there. Bags from Robert Bell, and you'd be set.
No, we're folders. So.
All right. So I went first. Who's next?
I'm the guest, so
you're pointing at no one.
Yeah. Jose, you're pointing. Oh, no,
he may have mirrored his. His camera.
Hey, Jose, so try that again. Oh, I was moving.
All right, so I guess maybe I'm up since I'm next in line.
Yeah, you should be prepared.
Well, I'm never prepared for this show. I'm the guy that I figure our show needs somebody who's just completely off the cuff, doesn't it?
You're our Tommy.
Just taking it as it comes.
Yeah,
so I'm
right.
that guy. Plus, I don't have time.
Tommy shows up and says, "What are we talking about tonight?"
Right. Exactly. Oh crap! What kind of research can I do in 10 minutes? No, well, if we could include team, we're talking about team ups. Are we talking about team books like JLA and
that's fair
and Avengers?
That's fair play.
Because the original Avengers was my favorite team up group. The one with was Ant-Man at first, and then it was Giant Man and Ant-Man, and
So
Thor.
you like the original team?
I like the original one, and then when the Hulk left and Captain America came in, and any other groups that weren't those, I really didn't care as much for. Those were the ones that I really enjoyed, and it was unlike the JLA. It felt real.
Yeah.
You know, the JLA always felt like that was they were jammed together.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the DC universe really each book should have been its own universe at DC, because you can't have Superman and Batman. Yet that's who they teamed up first at DC, Superman and Batman. How do you do that?
And how do you call it the world's finest? No, I'm sorry, it's not.
No. But anyway, that was my favorite team up book or team book, and that's essentially what they did in the first issue. Is they teamed up to go up against Loki.
Yeah.
And but that was my favorite because it had I liked all the characters in it. Although Giant Man was kind of the one. What do you do with that character?
Yeah.
He has the power of bigness.
And I realize this is probably going to sound blasphemous as a Marvel zombie, but I just never really liked the Hulk, and so I know
he works better. He works better as a not necessarily a bad guy, but not in his own. I liked him when he would jump from book to book, and he would be the catalyst for something.
I liked him better with the Defenders.
I liked him better in the Defenders too, because he used to call Nighthawk Birdnose. And I thought it was my first experience of comic book superheroes having that kind of personality, where it's like I don't have to punch you. I'm just going to make fun of your stupid costume. That's where, especially Gerber. That's where Gerber really got his personality into the Hulk. And it's like, okay, we got to go fight a bad guy, but look, you're wearing some kind of stupid wings. So I learned to appreciate the Hulk as a personality as opposed to just a character.
And this is how Dinosaurs for Hire was born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess Bird Nose called him ripped pants.
Ripped pants.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, purple underwear.
Yeah.
Listen here, Olive Nibbles.
Yeah. I see. I started liking the Avengers team after they all quit, and it's 16, right? Cap's kooky quartet.
Yeah, which completely depowered the team. The only superpowered one was Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Everybody else had a gimmick of some sort.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch to a certain degree, but she wasn't highly powered at the time.
I think we all need our geek badges on tonight.
They were all normal human beings.
Yeah. The thing that I hated about
David A. Scudra says 3 criminals and Cap.
That sounds like a TV show. 3 criminals and a Captain America.
First boy band in Marvel Comics.
That's the thing that I hated about the Avengers was that every 11 issues they had to have an election.
Yeah.
And somebody at Marvel Editorial thought, well, that's a good story. What if we just have them sit around a table and vote? Like, no, that's not why I buy comic books.
No.
I don't want my superheroes sitting
in
a house.
One panel doing that.
Yeah. Don't take it out. You're not keeping me in suspense because I don't care.
Right.
I'm much like I do in the rest of my life. I'm flipping past the election coverage. Just tell me when the villain shows up.
Show me the results.
Right. I don't need it's like Survivor. I don't need to go through the council. I can just wait and see who gets snuffed out.
Dude, my wife will clip through it. Like she'll watch them because she's slowly going through catch up on them. And it's like, oh yeah, we're going to council. Everyone brought their things and whatnot. Skip.
Yep,
Who's leaving?
Yeah.
I don't want superheroes who have the power to vote. I don't care. And it's
just like I don't care about survivors.
They could have the ability to park a car.
What that's
Park vehicle.
that's Larry Niven's superpower. The
Any
the thing
vehicle, anywhere, right?
yeah, anywhere, perfectly. Like that's his super. And the he doesn't even have to feed the meter. He finds free parking. And the but that was a thing where there was a period in the Marvel universe where everybody had a house. Like the X-Men had a house, Doctor Strange had a house, the Avengers had a house, and they would all just get together and hang out at their house. It's like that's not a superhero comic.
No.
That's
was that around the same time though? So riddle me this. Wasn't that around the same time as all the soap operas were really popular on daytime television?
Yes.
Soap operas were popular?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
dude.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
I watch Days
God.
of Our Lives every day. Love that show.
I was a huge General Hospital fan.
Okay. I would watch that every once in a while, but mine was dual.
My mom was
It's like professional wrestling.
That's like time to leave the house.
You shouldn't
and
take
go
it seriously.
No.
You know.
David, what did you say you watched?
Seriously.
No, I always saw what my mom was watching, and
What'd she watch?
everything. It was Ryan's Hope, followed by All My Children, followed by One Life to Live, followed by General Hospital. Every day,
and then Edge of Night.
So I started to learn who characters like Robert Scorpio was, and
he was a spy. He's a James Bond architect. But the thing about soap operas, though, is that they know how to end a scene. Like if you watch enough of them, and you I didn't necessarily study them, but I was watching enough of them that it was sort of ingrained in my head. Okay, when you end a scene, you're not resolving something,
right?
You're pushing the reader or the audience forward into the next scene. So you every
it's kind of a clip. It's kind of a cliffhanger of a sort.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think comics certainly in the I don't know about the early 70s, but certainly middle and late 70s and even in the early 80s. I think comics embraced a lot of that whole daytime soap storytelling, a lot of those elements there, you know?
Yeah.
And
it had that storytelling down, yes.
Gutierrez is there. He says it. That's exactly right. And Claremont admitted that too.
Yeah. David A. Scudero says Claremont clearly watched the soaps.
Yeah. His X-Men stuff is very clearly the ABC soap opera template.
And what's funny, so I didn't watch a whole lot of soaps. So my mom did, right? My grandmother did. They talked about it until I got married, right? And BJ watched Days of Our Lives. And so I can tell you about Bo and Luke because I watched them with her.
That's Dukes of Hazzard.
Yep.
The sands through the hourglass.
Yeah, like so are the days of our lives. No, Bo, Hope, and Luke. Wasn't it Hope?
Well, it's a family dynasty. It's basically
Luke and Laura was on General Hospital.
Luke and Laura was General Hospital.
Yeah,
and Scorpio.
But there was
I remember Hope
the Brady's. There were the Brady's on Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, I was partially right.
There was the typical stuff where it was just everything was all tangled up.
Yeah.
And if you got into it after a while, you go, okay, this is you knew where it all went,
and also
it all fit together. Yeah.
David A. Scudero says Luke is a new hope, Roland.
But the thing about the soap operas is that they had all these different subplots that they were trying together. So there'd be a crime story, there'd be a romance story, there'd be a divorce story, there'd be a guy getting out of prison story, there'd be a story with teenage kids and dope or whatever, and they'd all be in the same episode, so you could follow.
Well, and they were little subplots that were piled on each other, and one would end, but there'd be another one over the top of it that dragged you into the next episode.
Which is exactly how daily comics used to be structured.
Yeah. Exactly.
And so soap operas were an incredible learning tool.
I used to like.
I'll go to super team ups.
Well, I used to like that they would reference soap operas in the cartoons like Transformers and G.I. Joe. So there'd be an advert, tomorrow on the next episode of As the Kitchen Sinks. They would spoof that. So
also
it was
for
such an impact.
for people of a certain age, when we got home from school, sometimes that was it. If that was our TV watching time, that would be the only time that was on. That would be the thing that was on.
Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows.
Was on
Dark
right
Shadows
after
was
school
on
for
at
me.
night though. Yeah.
It was on in the afternoon where I lived. Yeah, because we only had two stations. We had NBC and CBS, and the other
you didn't have ABC?
ABC. Their shows got pulled from there and kind of stuck in the wherever they could stick them. So Dark Shadows was in the late afternoon. So it was about 4:00 in the afternoon. About the time I got home from school.
Hey, it's back.
The best and worst of my childhood was getting the TV Guide Fall Preview issue and seeing all the ABC shows that I was not going to get to watch.
Yes, yeah. There was not an ABC station where I grew up
Land of the Giants
until I was
Time
in
Tunnel.
high school.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
when
we
got
had
cable.
ABC, CBS, and NBC.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
look at you!
Evidently, my friends or people that I knew also had cable, so they got UPN. Somehow they managed to get UPN, and I'm like, we got to watch Battle of the Planets. We got to watch blah blah blah, and I'm like, awesome. Thanks for reminding me I'm poor.
Yeah, but you had 3 channels. You're richer than me.
You had, yeah.
I heard of PBS, but never heard of UPN. What's UPN?
Chicago.
It's Paramount Network. It's where Next Generation originally appeared.
Actually, it started with Voyager. Yes,
Was it?
Voyager.
One of those. Yes.
It came out of Chicago from where I lived in
Next
Indiana.
Generation was just
One of the Star
syndicated.
Treks. That's why you should never listen to me and why I don't prepare.
Well, didn't a lot of that content end up going to like CW and WB and all that stuff eventually?
Yeah, more or less.
They had a great show with the Richard Dean Anderson and the guy who played Q.
Yes,
Delancey. Show.
Richard Dean Anderson. Who's that?
He was on General Hospital, and he was MacGyver.
Oh.
Or the guy who was the
Stargate
colonel in Stargate.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That might be. Yeah, that's a little later. So yeah,
the good version of Stargate.
Yeah. Agreed.
Today's Gudra says every scene either escalated the stakes or raised a new question.
Yes.
Which
That's
I think
soap operas.
Which I think is what comic books ought to do more of today.
Yeah.
I think
I think it's really good writing in order to capture and retain an audience.
Yeah.
Because we're constantly teasing them.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, that's, and I'm not, I don't know that I succeed, but that's something I still try to do in my writing today is to constantly move them from one scene to the next and tease them with a little bit of something.
Right.
I think he's phasing out.
So, okay. So to
Says,
get back.
Was there talk of doing a Malibu Ultraverse TV series? Were you dipping your toes in the flip book?
No.
Yeah, I don't remember ever discussing the team up.
Well, the thing is, we always, it's every question comes down to the Ultraverse at some point.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, when you guys are here, yeah.
The thing is that we wanted to. I'll try to be brief and not raise up more questions. The thing is that we wanted to keep those two things separate because the Ultraverse was still new, and it wasn't even in the second year of it, and so we didn't want to confuse anybody. We didn't want to think that things were going to commingle as much, so we wanted to keep it separate, and that's where it stood.
Yeah,
I think had the Ultraverse lived and gone on, and you get 10 years down the road, somebody would have said, "Hey, you know what we need to do? We need a short-term boost. What should we do?"
100%. 100%. I absolutely agree. And I might have even been the person to say, "Hey, we should do."
Yes, that's yeah. Hold that pose. And so
I don't know why this happens on Wednesday. I don't know if the bandwidth is narrower, but you froze there for a minute, Roland.
I heard Tom say hold that pose, so I figured that's what happened.
Yeah. I don't know why that happens on Wednesdays, but it does.
David A. Gutierrez says Legend is that show, right, Tom?
That's it.
Yes.
That was a
Richard
great
Dean
show.
Anderson and John Delancey. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
It reminded me the it was at a time when also there was the Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. and
That
there
I
was
remember.
sort of Western type shows, but new takes on old fashioned Westerns were sort of in vogue for like a season. And I just really enjoyed it.
And didn't go anywhere, unfortunately.
No.
And also, I think the writing suffered. It was not very well written.
Yes.
It had a great concept, but I didn't think the stories were all that good. Excuse me.
The thing that's weird about almost any sort of creative endeavor is there just aren't that many good writers.
Yes.
And
I
just
have
like
never seen that.
it's like there are not that many great baseball players. There are not that many great football players. But yeah, you can have 60 NFL teams, but you're not going to have 60 good NFL teams that people want to watch.
Right. And every team is not going to be a team full of superstars. You're going to have a couple of superstars.
Right. That's why try to remember somebody who played in the USFL. You can't. Yeah, right. It's so it's a talent pool that eventually reaches its limits.
USFL.
It existed. It was a thing.
I'm surprised I even remember that, but because I'm not a big sports fan, but I remember it. I remember when they tried to do that, and then there was arena football for a while.
Yeah,
I think that's still a thing, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, I don't.
Should we go back to super team ups?
All right, who's next?
I'll throw something out there.
Dave.
Two team ups. One I like. It was a very small thing, but I really loved the concept of it at the time. Was the team up of Havoc and Wolverine for their Meltdown series. I just like the idea of a buddy vacation road trip that just went off the rails.
Yeah.
So that's one. The second thing on team up is I actually really enjoy when you have team ups with Deadpool and Wolverine, strictly because of how much Deadpool annoys Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his reactions and all that stuff. So I do love a lot of those. It's more modern stuff, but I love some of the comedy that comes out. The Deadpool stuff by himself, I think, is very hit and miss. But when he teams
Deadpool
up
annoys
with
everyone,
Wolverine,
though, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's what you want. At least that's what I want as a reader in a team up. Is I want the two opposites. I want I want the buddy movie 48 hours kind of thing where it's two completely different characters. One
Lethal Weapon. Yeah.
Planes, trains, automobiles.
Yeah, same thing.
Yes.
I want that dynamic because I think that makes the subplots better and it makes the dynamic better.
Well, it's all drama is conflict.
Yeah.
All good drama is conflict of some sort. Right. And you put you put salt and pepper together.
That's right.
They're gonna rub against each other, and there's the drama.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's also why the Fantastic Fours were so popular. Looking at that playoff between Johnny and Ben, they were always taking shots at
all
each
four
other.
of them were fighting all the time.
Right.
If you read those early issues, especially, they're insulting each other left and right, fighting like cats and dogs.
Well, listen, Reed was sleeping with Johnny's sister.
That's right.
Well, there is that.
Right? He knows by now.
He violated the bro code. That's gonna lead to about 106 issues of conflict.
Pretty much.
So let's see.
What I loved is the switch over to DC for a second. Is I love the Brave and the Bold issues that zany Bob Haney used to write because they were almost a completely different version of DC continuity that made no sense in the greater.
It didn't. Yeah, there was no continuity with the other books. It was its own universe.
You had to sort of buy into it. Okay, this isn't the Superman I'm used to reading, and this isn't the Batman I'm used to reading, and this isn't the Green Arrow I'm used to reading. And Batman would just team up with anybody. And my favorite, and then when Bob Haney took over, and it became not Bob Haney, Bob Haney took over the writing, and then Jim Aparo became the artist. It was a great format for Jim Aparo to basically draw every DC character that had ever been. And my favorites, I think it's 2 issues that were far apart, was when Batman teamed up with Plastic Man. And Plastic Man is normally like
Man
a
or elongated man.
No, Plastic Man. Plastic Man, because
Okay,
Plastic Man
yeah.
would normally turn himself into like a chair or a table or a funny car or whatever.
Right.
And in the Bob Haney universe, where Plastic Man existed, Plastic Man was this sort of dark, brooding, oh, I'm too stretchy, no one loves me because I'm all made of rubber kind of character. And it was so not Plastic Man, but I loved it because of that.
Yeah.
And
David H. Gutierrez says what was fun about Brave and the Bold and World's Finest was DC had the multiverse to play with, and Haney didn't give a damn about continuity, so that made for some great wacky stories.
Yes,
which is what Tom was just saying.
And all those things like Marvel Team Up and Brave and the Bold of that era were all one-issue stories. It was one and done.
Yeah.
So it didn't. You got a very satisfying read without having to worry about getting all 4 issues or where this was going.
Yeah,
they're trickier to write because you got to wrap it up, but they're fun.
So for those of you on Twitter, you can't see this, but I've just posted a link on Facebook and YouTube to Cracked. You guys remember Cracked, the YouTube Cracked channel?
Yeah,
they did a little. It's just a little 5-minute video about which Ninja Turtle are you? Life's most important question after hours, and they talked about the 4 humors there, and they broke down television, they broke down comic books, they broke down like the Ninja Turtles, Fantastic Four, and they talked about how a lot of these, the part of why they worked was because they all used the very similar formulas in the character makeups, right?
Yes.
It's humor, of course, but it's a very good little 5-minute video. You guys ought to go.
You can sort of see how the Turtles follow the same Fantastic Four dynamic.
Oh yeah,
where they're the same 2 are always teasing each other, and the same 2 are always arguing, and the same one is the obvious smarter leader,
right?
And one is the kind of kind of dopey guy.
And which 2 are sleeping together?
Hold up. Well,
that's my sister's turtle.
You know.
That's right. It's on the darker aspects of the web. You can find it.
There you go.
All right, so let's move on over. My clock tells me we probably are, as always happens. The clock just keeps ticking. Let's move on over to Silverline. So we did a Silverline team up, in which, of course, we had Champion and Miss Fury. Which also you can see got this guy snuck in here, got Demon in there. Cassisi is working on one that has
Champion.
No, it has Tempest and Tempest and Miss Fury, as well as a new character that he has created. Tom is working on one.
Yes.
That features Teen Beetle and
don't hurt yourself.
I'm not going to tell.
Okay.
We're only 3 pages into the artwork.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying. I know. I've read it clearly. I know who the new character is. Tom has created a new character that you guys are going to love.
Yeah. Demon appears.
Demon, yeah, thank you. That's who I was talking about. I'm like,
because I will tell you that, and no offense to anything else you've created, Roland, but Demon is the character that I think you should lean into, because I like that guy so much.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, he's just fun to write. He's a lot of fun.
Well, because you can pair, because they're, again, I don't mean this to be offensive, but there are a number of serious characters within the Silverline universe. And Demon is the one who is like calling everybody bird nose. He is
right.
He doesn't really want to be a superhero. He really wants to be left alone, and people keep dragging him into stuff, and he would like to be left out of it. And so I think that's like that personality of his creates a dynamic that makes the story interesting when he has to team up with people.
Yeah,
because he would really rather not do it.
Right. No, he just wants to be a veterinarian. Just leave me alone. Right. I just want to be an animal doctor.
In many ways, he's like Thomas Florimonte, where it's like, I want to ride my bike. you keep putting me on the show, and I just want to ride my bike and go to Disneyland.
Well, that's a long one, isn't it? All right, stop.
That's a long one.
Just a
circular
laugh track.
Yeah. So those are the ones that are kind of already in the works. What other ones you guys what other ones would you like to see? Do you think would be interesting? Anybody?
I would like to see,
Let me take notes
just
here.
because of his attitude and his lifestyle, I'd like to see Twilight Grim do something.
Okay.
Don't know
Who
if
would
you
you-
could pull him out of his continuity.
I was going to
That
say,
might be-
who would you team him up with?
Demon. Demon teams up with everybody.
Yeah, I think.
Yes,
Yeah, I think Demon would be natural.
It's
the new
Demon
series,
show. Yeah,
I
Demon
think Cat
show
and
guest
Mouse.
starring.
Demon
I
and Bay across
I
America.
think Cat and Mouse. I think he could be trailing some vampire to New Orleans.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know,
could be
Demon's also in New Orleans, so that would be
well, there you
easy.
go. Well, all
know?
three of them then. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see that.
I could see
Or
that
you-
as well.
But you could also do. I mean, any way in is good, but you could also have him just his motorcycle got stolen,
Yeah.
It'll
it's
be,
not-
Yeah.
and that leads into the vampires, and then it becomes a more serious turn.
it'll be a Demon and Cat and Mouse version of the M&Ms and Santa Claus commercial. It's like, he is real. They are real.
I'm thinking that's more for the Demon Bay thing.
Demon Bay, right?
He is real. She is real.
That's a good one. Who else?
Divinity.
Divinity.
Ooh.
And
Divinity could potentially team up because of the way Barb has sort of structured the story. Could
Right.
team up with a lot of different characters
exactly.
naturally because it's a road it's a road
Yeah,
story.
it's the fugitive, more
Mm-hmm.
or less, or the Immortal. I think was another TV show that was like
Yeah,
that.
'cause what-
That no one remembers but me. Christopher George played an immortal character and was
Right.
on the run from a rich guy who was trying to steal his blood to give himself immortality, which is
Yeah.
kind of like
I say,
Which
isn't
is
that
kinda
kind of
like
like
Divinity.
Divinity anyway?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
Because you
crotchety
could-
old man?
yes, yeah.
Because you could have, what's the name of the organization that Divinity is on the run from?
The crotchety old man?
Yeah, the Crutch. But
Yeah,
you
but
could-
he's part of an evil group. Yeah,
right, but you could have that
Yeah,
evil
it's a
group.
ball.
You could have that cabal involved with some other character,
Right.
Mhm.
and then that crashes them together with Divinity, and now they have the common enemy, and Divinity has what are basically human-based superpowers, and then you'd want some kind of character who is more of an experienced hand, but whose powers are sort of the opposite or completely different from what Divinity has in order to make
Yeah.
it work. So I could see that. I could see Divinity doing any number of team ups.
Yeah. Yeah.
she
I
would
could
be
do
an
it.
interesting team up with Twilight Grim
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
because wow, there's
Right?
some potential there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You want to borrow my pen?
Yeah, I have some. There's story ideas that just popped into my head
Yeah.
there
Right.
for a
Um,
Twilight Grim Divinity crossover.
Yeah, I would just do it as I wouldn't even do it in the regular series. Just do it as a standout.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be a Silverline Team up book of some
Yeah,
sort.
pull it out of continuity.
Mhm.
yeah. I'm flipping through here, just skimming, looking for the organization name, and I'm not finding it. But
Mm.
yeah.
Names are the hardest as you get older.
Yes, they are.
You're telling
Name of your
me.
evil cabal. Well, I call it evil cabal.
The evil
Yeah,
cabal. The
I've
crotchety old evil cabal.
I've only really read the first three issues, so I don't think the cabal had come into
Now the evil
Fruition at
crotchety
that
guy
point.
came in, but you weren't
Yeah.
aware of the larger picture yet.
right. I wasn't. No, I didn't catch on to that.
Yeah. Yeah. The
I've
evil.
never been good with names or
I'm
much
rolling.
of anything, right? I know it says it on there. We're good, right? But I can describe situations. So, like, I don't like. I have friends like guys I went to art school with. They're like, oh yeah, like in this particular scene that happened in Spider-Man 142 page blah 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 blah. I'm trying to remember. I have lunch in my bag. How are you going to that?
Yeah, what's in my lunch bag? Yeah,
right.
The people I'm astounded by are the ones who can absolutely call out the issue number.
Right. That's
like,
crazy
I don't know how
to
to
me.
do
Wade.
But if they're like,
Mark
oh, you know,
Wade.
Yeah,
blows my mind. He can do that.
I can do it with some.
I can't. But if you say, "Oh man, wasn't there an episode or an issue that where Punisher and Spider-Man teamed up?" I was like, "Oh yeah, Spider-Man came in. Punisher was chasing after the Russian. They were fighting, and so Punisher grabbed Spider-Man, threw him in the way of the punches. So Spider-Man got beat up, and Punisher used Spider-Man's web slinger to web sling him on it. And then Spider-Man wakes up and goes, "What happened?" He goes, "We teamed up. You were great." I can tell you the scene. I can tell you what happened. I couldn't tell you what issue it was.
There's always some guy on the internet who goes, "Well, here's the issue number. Here's when it came out. Here's why it shipped 2 weeks late."
Right.
You know, just like, okay.
Here's the 9.8 value.
Right. Who are you?
Thomas Formonte heard us talking about him. He says, "Nice seeing you guys. Sorry I couldn't make it. We missed you, Tommy, and we talked about you.
We did
since you weren't here."
Yep, his ears must have been burning.
We talk about you all the time, Tommy, but not in a good way, just so you know.
That's not necessarily a good thing.
Right.
All right, let's see. What about, let's rotate around some characters. What about Team Beetle? Who would be some interesting team ups with Team Beetle?
It's interesting because he's a boy who turns into a man, basically a man beetle. It would be interesting. It would be interesting to take away his power and just have him try to be a hero as just a boy.
I mean, like you said, divinity goes along with a lot. That'd be kind of cool.
Yep.
Like if there are two kids, you know what I mean, interacting and whatnot.
Yeah, that was kind of my first thought was divinity.
Yeah.
If you take away the beetle and he's just the teen, and then divinity has to help him get his beetle back, then now I'm interested. I pitched that really well, I thought.
I think I just pulled my head out of the gutter.
He has to get his beetle back.
For some reason, I just pictured Herbie getting stolen.
Right.
I came to that same conclusion as soon as you did, Rob. So like that's why.
I'm dragging my head through the gutter, man.
Except Divinity wouldn't know what a beetle was because she's know, she was born after the 1900s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is a thing, Jose. My students tell me that all the time.
You were born in the 1900s.
Yeah, you were born in the 1900s.
Right in the middle.
Jose, I hate to tell you, man, you were born in the 1900s.
I sure was.
Okay, boomer. So, so I think for me, it's you can sort of see how my stupid brain works. For me, it's not so much who the two characters are, but how you could make it work and make it be interesting. Because you can pick any two characters, but it's just like, okay, well, now what do you do with them that's going to get me 22 pages of interesting story that people would want to work on and that people would want to read? And I think that's where the tricky part is.
Yeah.
Because if you pick characters that are too close together, you're going to have a harder time making it interesting to me. And if you pick, if you pick Divinity and Plastic Man, suddenly it's like, well, now I'm intrigued because I can't see how that works at all. So if a writer makes that work, I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Demon and Bay. There you go.
Couldn't get any farther apart than those two.
But also, you've got again, terrible with names. Who's the ninja woman in Cat and Mouse?
Oh yeah, Kanoich.
Yes. Where can you put her? Say her personality. What is it?
Well, she's kind of stereotypical Asian. She's quiet, proper, needs things in order. She likes order.
She's OCD.
Yeah, so match her with an odd couple character, like an Oscar Madison superhero.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And figure out how the two of them can work together to basically respect each other's work ethic, but also make fun of each other and defeat the villain.
Yeah.
And now I'm super interested, and so I think that's where. So what character do you have in the Silverline universe that would be a big slob, or do you have to make a character called Big Slob?
Big slob.
His name is Gus.
Stop shaming me.
So the bigger question, what is it that draws us as readers to the team up ideas? Why do we go, ooh, that, I want to go, I want to buy that, I want to get that, I want to read that?
Personally,
Anybody? Yeah.
Personally, I think because it highlights personality traits of both characters. You get the best insights when there's a contrast, right?
Yeah.
When you can see things more clearly when it's in a contrast of some sort. Whether it's a personality contrast or we're talking about art contrast, black and white. One's going to come forward, the other one's going to go back. So, but you can see clearly more when you bring two characters together that have a contrast of some sort, and either creates conflict or it highlights character traits of each of them. So it gives you insights into what those characters are about.
That's
my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Those are good 2 cents. That's almost 3 cents.
That's at least 2.5.
It has to be a nickel because we don't have pennies anymore.
That's
So
right.
It's my 5
Is
cents.
that true? Is that true?
Yeah.
I heard that.
They're not making
It
pennies
like,
anymore.
was it 2-3 weeks ago? It was the final day of print or minting pennies.
No pennies in 2026.
Yep.
And
Wow.
Ones are 2025.
And because we live in America, people are buying up the last of the pennies and selling them on eBay as the last pennies. And so
For crazy amounts of money.
So
I've got a big jug full of pennies.
I do too. Yeah. So
and
I was
I'm because at some point you're not going to be able to use them.
right.
yeah.
So I'm
banks won't
thinking
take them
about going through, get each year, pulling each one out, and put them in a book,
Yeah.
and then turn the rest of them in for bigger money.
You remember when they started doing all that for the quarters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a lot of them.
I do too. And then they just went crazy. I'm like, I can't keep up with you guys. I'm done. Because they were doing all 50 states. And then they just
then
they
they
just
started
kept
doing
going.
landmarks. They started doing then they started doing famous people, right?
Yeah.
So, was it? I think Rosa Parks was on one of them.
I got to 50 states,
like a
but
few
after
other
that,
people.
I'm like, okay, I don't care anymore.
That's what happens when borders
we have
become hot.
national parks and one other one. My wife is doing those. But
I've got the Renaissance Poisons. When they did those, that was the ones that I really collected.
when they get to prehistoric diseases, then it'll wear it out.
Tom's ahead of the game.
So for me, I'm very similar to what Rob is saying. So I like Rob's to almost 3 cents. It's for me, like in Spider-Man Team Up, it was. I've always viewed those as side quests because they sort of lacked the drama of the regular Spider-Man book. So he wasn't trying to take photos for the Daily Bugle. He wasn't having Aunt May be in trouble. He wasn't having girlfriend trouble, whatever. It was just him interacting with the guest star and the villain. So for me, it was a side quest. And then the character that he interacted with was generally not a character who was ever in a story by themselves. They were always part of a team or another book or a different adventure, whatever. So you're taking that character out of the Avengers, for example, or out of the Fantastic Four, and you're teaming them up with Spider-Man, and they get to have a solo adventure with their personality, not driven by the dynamics of their regular book.
Yeah.
Now, how would that play out? And I think that's what makes it interesting to me. Mm-hmm. And because comics in that era were cover driven, you would see who the person was. Oh, look, it's Moondragon, or it's Spider-Man and Loki, or it's Spider-Man and somebody else. And the instant thought is, well, I got to see that. How's that going to work?
Right.
How does Spider-Man and Deathlock work? How does Spider-Man meet Conan? How does Spider-Man fight whomever? And it's like, okay, I want there's a great issue of Marvel 2-in-1, which is the original Kirby version of the Thing fighting the current version of the Thing. And you have to buy something like that if you're a Marvel nut.
Yeah.
Here's Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. How does the magic character interact with the reality-based character?
Right. Yeah.
Always.
They all of a sudden magic slinging by, and Spider-Man's just standing here doing this.
Yeah.
Watching the
Well,
ballet.
one of the early
I mean-
Spider-Man annuals had them team up. Had
Yeah.
Doctor Strange and Spider-Man team up because they were both drawn by Steve Ditko at the time and essentially written by him as well. But
I like this one here, right? Spider on the moon. What? Spider-Man can't survive on the moon.
Can't survive in
That's-
space either. Look,
That's worth 30 cents right there.
That's right. I got to see that. I got to see what the heck? What's Spider-Man doing in space? How did he get there? You know, how's he going to survive?
Spider-Man, Daredevil. Basically, they have the same powers, except one doesn't have a web and the other one has his eyes.
Yeah.
They're the same time.
although how he sees through that mask, I've never figured that out.
Well, that's comic book technology, Rob.
That's right.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I think
that's a hand wave. That's a
Yeah.
hand
For
wave
me-
power.
What is that?
You can see.
yeah.
What,
For me, it's
what
a
did Mr.
lot of.
Fantastic make?
What's that?
Reed Richards. What was the thing he made for their suits to always be there and not
Stretchonium.
something? I don't know what he got. I don't think that was it.
Unstable molecules.
Unstable molecules. Yeah.
I like Stretchonium better.
I mean, you answered that with all kinds of confidence. Yeah, Stretchonium.
Yeah. you got to learn to only believe about half of what Tom said.
Right.
That's what comic book writers do, man. That's what comic
Right.
book writers do.
Here's the
They
thing.
just throw stuff out there and see what sticks.
I've known Rob and Roland for a long time, and I don't do any research.
Stretchonium. Yeah.
We don't have a fact check portion of the show.
No, we don't. Our fact
Thank
checkers are
God.
usually in the chat. They're awful quiet.
Right.
Mr. Gutierrez is one of our fact checkers.
Yes. Wait.
Yeah, I
They
think for
can
me,
Google while we're just fooling around.
That's
here.
right.
yeah,
Right.
So, yeah,
When I'm sitting here going, "Hey, what's that show called again?" I can't think of it. It's the thing with it's the guy with the guy and
and they're going.
Yeah.
Well, oh, here it is.
That show with the dude and the other dude, and they did those things.
You can almost
Oh,
hear
I know
David.
that show.
go,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think for me, a lot of what you guys said as well. I think for me, I know it was because I liked Spider-Man so much. I wanted to see how he interacted with these other people who sometimes I didn't know, right? Sometimes I didn't know. I knew who they were, but I didn't read their books. So I'm like, oh, I want to see how he interacts with these other characters,
Right?
And that gave me a what I thought, a fuller picture of Spider-Man. I want to see what else he does, right?
It's that.
And there's-
That's that contrast again. Yeah,
And there's-
I like
there's
but it's also pretty smart business-wise because it takes characters. You've got Spider-Man, who is it's like top of the line character for Marvel for a very long time. I don't know if he still is, probably is. And then you take in a lesser known character and put the two of them together, and that introduces that other character. And if you're a smart editor, you got a little asterisk, and you go, see him in such and such book. So it's smart.
There's a different reader dynamic at play, at least for me and maybe for others, is that I was already going to buy Spider-Man Marvel team up, regardless of who the character was, who was teaming up.
Right.
Just like I was always going to buy Brave and the Bold, regardless of who Batman teamed up with. So once I got the book and I'd pick up 6 or 7 comics at the same time, then whoever was on the cover of Marvel team up, that would determine which got read first.
Right. Yeah.
So I was already going to buy it regardless. You just got moved to the top of the pile if the guest character was
right.
So you mentioned Marvel 2-in-1 earlier. So let's briefly talk about like the two of them. So there's Marvel Team Up and Marvel 2-in-1. I bought Marvel Team Up pretty much every issue once I discovered it, right? Marvel 2-in-1 I didn't because I didn't love the Thing. It was like, who did he team up with? That would determine whether I bought that book. If his team up partner was interesting to me, then I would buy that. But I wouldn't buy it simply because the Thing was in it. But for Marvel Team Up, I would buy it simply because Spider-Man was in it.
Well, I was
Like
never.
Howard the Duck.
I bought Marvel 2-in-1 because I kept wanting it to be more than it was. So I had hope.
Yeah.
But the thing is that on Marvel Team Up, there was a long run where it was Claremont and Byrne.
Yeah.
And those issues are really good because Claremont understood the assignment. And you can see him test out his theories of Claremontism in the pages of Team Up, and work out his kinks on how to work with Byrne. And so when they moved over to X-Men, you got, there we go, Thing versus Man Thing versus Submariner.
Yeah.
Thing Daredevil.
I think that book eventually just turned into The Thing, if I recall.
Yeah.
They stopped making 2-in-1 and just made it The Thing.
I don't know the answer to that.
And Byrne wrote and drew it for a while because I have it's in my collection because I remember seeing it in there.
Yay, Thing and Brunhilde.
Yeah.
That's probably like my second, third favorite Marvel character.
Is the Thing?
Valkyrie?
Yeah, that Valkyrie, yeah.
Oh, so you liked her in the Defenders then, right?
Yep.
Oh man, I did too. Yeah.
Because she had an attitude.
She
was.
I liked her in that. I liked her in was it Heroes for Hire when it was like the whole girl team, like in a few years back. I liked her in that, and then I got sad.
Forgetting you're in your 20s.
Who's in their 20s? Dave, you're in your 20s.
Hardly.
Yeah. Yeah, so
the 2020s, that's about it.
Look, you see, I'm starting to become more white than black, and
kind of like that.
Working on it, Rob. I'm working on it. I started when I was 8, so with this streak right here.
Ooh, so you were rogue.
Yeah.
You know what? I thought Jason Blood myself. I went that route.
Yeah, Jason Blood. Yes.
Oh, that's right. That's a good one too. So next week we'll be talking about characters with streaks in their hair.
Right.
Jason Blood. We're talking about streaks.
Right. Jason Blood. Who was
Wagner.
Was it Andrew from I Vampire? He had a streak through his hair as well.
That's right, he did.
Yeah.
Was that Frank Thorne?
There'd be a number of characters we could talk about.
Right.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. Yes, you froze there for a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Are you gonna ask? Are you trying to extend my warranty
again? Right there.
He's just starting the techno music button.
Roland looks to the future. That's
yeah.
I think somebody's on the phone on the line there. You need to get them off the phone line.
My mouse, my hands are tired.
I'll say Roland may need to change away from dial-up, buddy.
It's like he's on a xylophone or some kind of a string.
How rural are you?
What was it? Max Headroom?
Yeah, that's right. I'll be glad when AI replaces Roland.
I've been near your house, Roland. I know it's not that rural. They didn't let me in the gates for particular reasons.
Major construction right behind my house.
That could be it.
Yeah.
That could be it.
They're building a brand new high school, so it's huge. It's huge.
There go your property values.
All right. Any news before I read? Talk about what the next stream's coming up.
I'll be at Rise of the Phoenix Con or Rise of the Phoenix Comic and Toy Fest Saturday.
This Saturday, okay.
In DeLand.
Yeah, Rise of the Phoenix, New Jersey.
Rise of the Phoenix in Rise of the Phoenix in DeLand.
Yep.
So y'all get out and see Jose. Buy some comics from him. Buy some art from him.
Buy all of them, please.
Buy it all.
Commissions. Don't forget commissions.
That's right.
Right.
I'll be doing sketches and.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into a local convention, one of those mall shows, but
oh yeah,
every table's taken.
Oh
So-
my
Do you
gosh.
want
I
Roland
got
to
a
talk
hold
to him? Because Roland knows everybody.
Well, no, it's not a matter of that. This guy's got it's a traveling show. It's QuadCon that
Oh
Barb
yeah,
does all
Barb.
the time.
Yeah.
gonna
And he
say,
travels all over. He's in Omaha. He's in Iowa. He's in Wisconsin. He's in Illinois. He's in Missouri, and he's going to be in the Columbia Mall, which is 20 minutes away from where I live. Columbia,
You
Missouri.
need to be there.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I contacted him 2 months ago, and he says, "Well, all the tables are gone. I can't."
You're like,
I
it's
can't
a
offer you
mall.
one."
Add one.
I'll bring my
Well,
own.
the
Somebody
thing
will
is,
cancel out.
here's the thing. He's used to doing this show, but here's the problem. It's not. It hasn't been at Christmas time before. So Santa has the spot where his table would normally be.
Listen,
Yeah, but see, a
Stupid
Christmas
Santa.
show, that's the one
So-
you want to do because that's when all the people come out.
Well, I'm hoping that someone drops out at the last minute and I can go.
or
it's-
just go
yeah.
and set up anyway.
But
Go
set
find the
up out in
food
cold.
section and grab a
it's supposed
table.
to be, it's supposed to be 21 degrees. No, it's less than that. 21 degrees Saturday morning.
Oh my
Oh, that's
gosh.
And I'm
lovely.
going to set up. I'm going to set
nice.
up out in the parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait,
I
is
meant
it a
inside.
parking lot?
Inside.
Listen, you just
The
treat it
food
like
court.
tailgating.
Yeah.
Grab a table.
Bring
Yeah,
a portable
I'll bring-
heater.
Portable
Yeah,
heater.
or bring my my grill. Yeah, I'll bring my
Yeah.
barbecue grill.
And get one of those heated snuggies like you can buy off the internet. Just wrap yourself up.
They got new ones that keep your feet warm too.
Right? Dave's got
Yeah.
2 of them right now.
But I'm just fingers crossed that somebody has. I hate to say this. Somebody has a problem that
I
they
know, I'm
can't
with
come
you.
to the show.
Yeah.
I hate to think that
listen.
somebody's going to have some problem like that.
Listen, capitalism
But,
is
yeah.
tough. You want to hope for the worst.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
In-
We don't
in
wish
this case.
ill on them, just that they have problems.
Right? Listen, Dave.
Yeah, they just have
you
the
and I
car
are
breaks
about
down or
halfway
something.
to Rob. Let's go there and take some people out.
There you
We
go.
got you, we got you, Rob.
That's right.
No.
Also, there's got to be a great fugitive type story about a guy who puts on conventions from city to city, and it's his cover for fighting crime.
Well, the guy's John Wells. He's a great guy, and he puts on a great show. They have cosplay. They have little contests, and there's a whole bunch of people. He buys comics from folks, and he sells a lot of. There's bobbleheads. There's you name it, it's there.
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah.
got a bunch of people that kind of travel with him, and unfortunately, there's enough of them that wanted to do this show. And Columbia's, they do it once or twice a year, and it does really well for him. I'd like
Yeah.
to set up a table, and I thought I was good checking with him 2 months ago, but not this time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gotta get in
Well-
even earlier.
Stay on him. You know.
Contact him again tomorrow after
Yeah.
I have my root canal.
Okay.
I'm
After the
serious.
root
I'm having
canal,
a root canal tomorrow.
and after the 3 shots of booze to take away the pain of the root canal and any inhibitions when it comes to talking. Holy
Yeah,
cow,
I'm going-
dude.
Going in tomorrow morning, and the guy's going to look at it and say, "Oh, we got a drill, man."
Oh no,
Yeah.
I hate that.
He's going to come home.
Drill, baby, drill.
Yep, I've got a dead nerve right here. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Nope. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's
Yeah, me too.
Well, I had one over here who did the same thing a few years ago. I'm in absolutely no pain, none
I'm
whatsoever.
in pain now just
Yeah.
thinking about it.
Not a bit.
Yeah.
Not a bit of pain. And
Are
this
they-
one over here that got worked on years ago, he didn't even numb it. The nerve was gone. He
wow.
didn't even numb it. He just went in and started drilling, and oh, go for it, man.
We call those
So
people stupid.
yeah, I don't. It's just the time.
I went to the dentist this morning and I ate a whole bag of Oreos because I want to get my money's worth.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Okay.
yeah, I just don't mind. I just don't like sitting there with my mouth open for 2 hours.
I don't either.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
No
like
thanks.
if you can put me to
Knock
sleep.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, knock me
Yeah,
out.
just knock me
I'm
out.
good.
Yeah,
I will-
just
I will say
hit
this
the
though.
hammer, man.
I love how comfortable the chair is. Like,
Well, I
keep
don't know. They turned me so that I'm
Yeah.
almost upside down.
Yeah.
So,
I asked them to put me
Because
asleep
it's
when
an
I did my
upper.
cataracts.
So they're
it's an
it's an
upper.
upper, so they're gonna have to turn me upside down to get to the
That's
tank.
where that's like in the Old West. The guy would stand on your chest and try to
Yep.
pull
Yeah.
your tooth or whatever.
Yeah.
You haven't,
like,
you haven't
That's
had
why
a root
they have the
canal.
bird to pick out the wound. So
Well, we all wish Rob Davis luck tomorrow.
yes, we do.
Yeah, you haven't had a root canal until you had one in
in
the
two
front.
ways that the
Oh,
root canal goes
God,
easily,
Dave.
and I get
Up
a hold of this
here.
guy and can get the table. Saturday.
Oh, did he
Sunday.
drill up into your nose?
No, not into my
Well,
nose, but
it's-
this tooth went straight through the back all the way up. That's like the
Oh.
most nerves.
Yeah, it
thanks.
probably went up into your sinuses. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It hurt to chew lettuce.
Mm. Mm.
Oh man. No, I don't have
Okay.
any of that. So yeah.
All right,
No
we're out
problem.
here.
But good,
On
we're way past our
Sunday.
hour. We're all way past our hour.
On Sunday, we're going to talk about comic shops and censorship and kids. On Halloween this past year, a kid accidentally got a mature comic. Now there's a lawsuit, and we'll talk about comic shops and censorship and
What?
kids.
That's just
That's
That's
on
happened before.
Sunday. Yep.
It's happened
Yeah.
before. I knew a comics retailer in the same city, I think it was, where this one happened, and he ended up in jail for a while.
Ugh. Yeah.
It's nasty.
On Tuesday, that Silverline show on Tuesday, going to talk about best Santa features in comics.
Yep.
The Tuesday crew are going to discuss their favorite appearances of Santa in classic and in current and ongoing comics. That's on Tuesday. Next Wednesday, I will be hosting again. Dave, Jose, Tom, if y'all want to join in, it's Christmas, so I'm sure.
No, it's like,
everybody's-
no,
This
I
has
don't
been
want you guys to-
fun, guys. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
is.
the topic yet. I'm gonna. There is a topic there, but that was Barb's, and I don't want to do it. I'll wait till she gets back.
Well,
I'm
and
gonna come up
it
with
gives
something.
her something to come up with, because she sometimes says she has a hard time coming up with topics. So let her save that one for.
I'm
Yes.
just gonna
another
move
time.
this to January for her, and I'll come up with something else for next week.
So if Santa Claus is such a world famous revered character, why doesn't he have his own comic? Why can't they sustain one?
He only works one day a year.
That's right. Yeah. He's
like-
only
he's like, what a
popular
lazy-
1 month out of the year.
Yeah.
What a lazy person.
He only,
All right,
listen,
until next
he lays
time.
them all. Yeah, fine. All right.
Remember to
Make
make
mine
mine
Silverline.
Silverline. Good
that.
night, everyone.
Hey everyone, this is Jose Marzan Jr., inker for Marvel and DC, and make mine Silverline.